Royals. Listen, we did it. My Michigan boys got the dub. No need to deep dive. It was against New Mexico, which I reiterated multiple times in the last vlog. On to Oklahoma. The end. So yeah, for my fellow basketball sneakerheads out there, and I'm talking specific basketball sneakers, y'all know I talked about the Nike Ja 3 months before release, so I'm one of the ones that were super excited to finally be able to partake, of course, into the silhouette and start to see the colorway start to roll out and some of the excitement and the chatter from everybody else. But by this time you see the video, the Hustle and Flow colorway will actually have dropped. Let's take a look at it in hand. It's only right. I've been talking about this shoe. Y'all know I love me a good, well-designed basketball shoe. And particularly by players that I love to watch. Okay, so you see it. It's Ja 3, University Gold, soft yellow. You can see some of the box details here. Worldwide, swoosh, VIP only. Got the Ja logo. Got a bunch of lightning. I likes to see it. Looks like lightning over ice. Like the font looks like ice. Like graffiti ice or something like that. I don't know. Mountains or something. I don't know. Mount Everest. Making stuff up at this point. All right. So this is actually the Hustle and Flow pair. So you actually got two different colors. Right shoe. Yeah, University Gold, soft yellow, and what looks like kind of a lavender, like a light lavender, and then a shiny purple, I guess. And then the opposite, well, red laces. And then the other shoe is kind of like the opposite, right? So where it's accented on the other color, or on the right shoe, the left shoe is the dominant color. So we got kind of that light lavender or purplish, I would even say purplish blue. And then like a, maybe Grizzlies blue, I guess. I could only guess that, right? That would be a errorless guess, I think. And then of course with the swoosh, got the gold with the red outline, soft yellow laces. So yeah, man, this one is very unique for a few reasons, right? First off, Nike killed it. Let's just call it what it is. Second off, this is one of the few shoes that has what feels like the outsole spills over on the upper, but it works, right? Get that red 12 on this one, right? And something about that I love. And then if you appreciated the scratch colorways of the Ja 1 and 2, like if you appreciate that particular style of what they did with those silhouettes, you would automatically have an appreciation for these, because it's basically a full-on scratch silhouette, like just full on, not just some scratches in one part of the shoe. It's literally, it just feels like scratches across the entire shoe, and that makes the shoe, right? So I love these. These are the Hustle and Flow pair. It's definitely given tire tread, which I think was a part of the description when I first talked about it a couple months ago. So they got that Zoom X, as y'all know. So I still feel like there's some Kyrie influence there, but I think again, with them putting like an all over scratch feel with these Ja 3s, it gives it its own identity still, right? I can see Ja in this shoe doing what he does, high flying, slashing, doing his thing. Swoosh on the lateral side, of course, is what makes it unique as well. So it kind of has a J tilt to it, right? So it gives it some identity there, all right? Whereas on the medial side, standard swoosh, it is not, it's more of like a painted on swoosh than anything. Same on this shoe. Got the J swoosh, lateral, and that painted on swoosh on the medial. He got some, I forgot what these initials are, but I think he puts these on all of his shoes. Right here at the end of the laces. You get it in light lavender. Once again, over here, we got a little short tongue here. All right. But it does have that light blue or lavender-ish jaw on the tongue. The same color jaw as the other shoe. It's just kind of a flat color, different texture. It's like a Grizzlies. That Grizzlies light blue is what that jaw is doing in that one. So it's actually the exact same in this one. Listen, I love this shoe. Do not be surprised if y'all see me with multiple colorways in this shoe. Jaw 3, Hustle and Flow. All right, y'all let me know what y'all thought about those Hustle and Flow colorways of the Nike Jaw 3. Let me know if you put your reservation in to try to get you a pair or just made plans to get you a pair. Let me know if you got your pair already or did you decide to pass? Are you waiting for another colorway? Whatever the case. Again, the shoe I'm super excited about. We don't have to go too deep into it. I think I talked enough during that in hand. So we're gonna go ahead and get into one of the other meat and potatoes of this particular video, which is this unboxing. And again, listen, not again, but this is actually a pair that released recently, but like I mentioned in the last vlog, I was out of town with family, so I couldn't really focus in on worrying about getting them in real time or just any sort of concern for them in the moment, because I just felt like, you know, I was gonna be able to get them when the time was when I had the time to look to get them, basically. So coincidentally, yes indeed. So you see the box, you see the box, you just saw the box. So it is not the same colorway. We're gonna dig into this right away because I showed you the box already. But anyway, this will be the Hyper Pink colorway. Listen, this was the colorway, at least from my perception, that when this shoe was first revealed, this is the colorway that was revealed when the Nike Jaw 3 official videos or official images started surfacing. And I did talk about this shoe, I want to say it was back in May when I talked about it, either April or May. Either way, I think Ja actually debuted the shoe. He actually wore it. Memphis did not have a good game that game, so unfortunately it didn't come, from what I remember, it did not come with a victory or a good performance from him. I think the whole rollout in terms of him like revealing these on court, just, it's not what we wanted. But the shoe within itself I thought was a fantastic first colorway to introduce to the world. And I'm happy to have this pair. This was a pair I was planning to get for sure. Not a pink person by any stretch of the imagination, but I think Nike did their thing with this particular colorway. They're officially calling it Hyper Pink, Mint Foam, and Black, which it's only one splash of black, which is outlined on the swoosh. But listen, I already showed y'all in hand of a different colorway. Again, not gonna deep dive, I'm just showing y'all to pick up. My criteria remains the same, okay? We got a fire shoe out of this deal, okay? That's step number one, all right? I think we can all agree Nike did their thing with the design of this shoe, point blank, period. I would imagine by now everybody that watches me or follows me knows that I'm a basketball sneaker lover, okay? I'm talking about been wearing basketball shoes casually, never stopped, all right? It's in the blood, it's in the DNA. But going back to the criteria thing, we got the design we want, we got the aesthetic we want. We just now need Ja to stay healthy. We just need him to stay healthy. That's it. That's all. And I think as long as he stays healthy, he's gonna perform. I don't think we have any quarrels as it relates to him performing. Or I mean, yeah, in terms of him performing, I don't think there would be any doubts about his performance as long as he's healthy and available. He's gonna show out. He's gonna show out. Last season, he said he was gonna stop dunking as much as he was. Okay, and he did not do that. And we know how explosive he is when he dunks. And I don't think he has yet built a body that can withstand his style of dunking. It's a really like carefree style of dunking where he'll go up and do whatever the move is going to be, slam it down with no regard on how he's going to land. And that's why him dunking is reckless, okay? We want to see the exciting, the high flying, the highlights, all of the things, the posterized moments, all of that stuff. But buddy, figure out how you gonna land, all right? Talk to Michael Jordan or somebody. Like, talk to Dominique Wilkins or somebody. Ask them what was the key to landing safely, all right? In fact, ask anybody that's played their career with minimal injuries, enough to not be known for injury, basically. Ask them, ask somebody, okay? That's all I need. But this guy right here, Ja, I've said this before, but a lot of y'all are new. Ja Morant is the up-and-coming, newer generation player that I'm personally excited to follow his career. Of course, we got Anthony Edwards, Luka, and multiple SGA. There's multiple guys out there, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy to know we got multiple talented guys out there that are superstars. Okay, and if they're not considered superstars now, they will be. And but Ja Morant is, to me, I feel like the one that I am most excited about, who I want to be able to have enough of a sample size to call him my favorite player. Like, once Bron is done, I want to have somebody else I can follow and be excited about. Ja Morant is that for me. So I'm gonna always wish him the best. He's still super early in his career. Just need that body to withstand the rigors of the game. That's it for me, okay? So this is what could be the first of many pairs for me. And y'all let me know if y'all actually got this pair. This pair actually did really well, which I'm not surprised by that at all. I'm excited when everybody else is excited, especially when it comes to a basketball sneaker, because folks was clowning basketball sneakers in recent years, man. We can't pretend like y'all wasn't trying to clown us casual basketball sneaker wearers, all right? Y'all was trying to do it. Now you're back. Welcome. Okay, welcome. But yeah, excited about these, and again, possibly the first of many colorways, so I'm excited. If y'all remember, I told y'all if I ended up with the Nigel Air Jordan 1 Low Better with time, I was going to get rid of my black yin yangs, and we are officially ready to get them out the door, okay? I did what I said I was going to do, which was take the white laces that I had swapped in here out. And this is how they originally came, with the black laces, just so y'all know. And what I said I was going to do with those white laces, I said I was going to put those back where they belong, which are in the white yin yangs now. So the white yin yangs are back in their origin form. So again, getting rid of these white yin yang with their laces, and the black yin yang with their laces. Now, I did wear the black yin yang quite a bit. Quite a bit. So if you want them, know that they got many wears. Of course, the bottom was going, even if I had worn them twice, the bottom was going to look like this. But I mean, you can still see we got stars. So we don't got a ton of heel drag here. I think the biggest thing that you would probably care about if you want to reach out about them is maybe the creasing, which I don't think is that bad. They're ones, so the fact that they don't look worse than this with how many times I wore them lets you know this leather was decent enough to withstand some wears, because they got wears. I want to say definitely more than 10. All you gotta do is clean them, truthfully. The white yin yangs I only wore once or twice, so those of course gonna look super clean. But I'm showing these because they require a lot more attention to the detail as far as how worn they are. Okay, got the creasing and all of that. To me, very minimal and still very much clean. The insole graphic is not there anymore on either of the pair, either shoe. So do not expect insole graphic, but everything else is good. As you can see, the box is good. All is well. Box good on these as well. Okay. So yeah, white yin yang, black yin yang, ready to head out. All right, y'all. So I had to switch to my to this mic because I have what feels like a year long of construction on my street. Like it'll feel like they finished it, and then all of a sudden, a week later, some guys come out there, they start spraying markings, and each time in some capacity I go out there and ask them what they're working on next. And it's reasonable why they would do it in phases, because it's blocks worth of work. But golly, I'm just ready to park per normal and not hear your racket, okay? Anyway. Lastly, before I end the vlog, I just wanted to talk about Anthony Edwards dropped his AE2 reveal recently. I think it was an event overseas. I'll put in the caption if I'm wrong about that, if I even remember to look it up, because we can deep dive when I get a pair in hand. But I just want to say it's not AE1. AE1, we know how well it did. I got a pair. I was excited about them. It was the #1 basketball sneaker for me when I did my ranking. A well-deserved shoe. We wore it on and off the court. That's a classic. Certified. Now with this AE2, of course, they kept the same formula in terms of the shape, which Adidas seems to want to keep that shape conveniently. Anyway, we know the foundation of that shape, okay? But they're keeping it held strong with James Harden and Anthony Edwards. All right, AE2. The good thing about the AE2, even though I don't personally think right now is going to reach the heights of the AE1, which is perfectly fine. There's ebbs and flows with signature lineage. What the good thing about it is the way they have it designed, there is more flexibility in terms of how they can do color blocking. So they can actually be more creative with the AE2 in a way they weren't able to do with the AE1. They have an opportunity to actually use their creative juices, play around with colors. They could go a little too far left, or they could do it just right. We will see. But I do think that is the biggest benefit to the AE2 in terms of what we should start to see with it. We already know Anthony Edwards is going to continue to get better. He's been on the biggest stages now. That continues to help a player like him develop, right? He already has the mentality. He knows he's better than majority of the people he shares the court with. That's half the battle, right? So we know we're going to see performances from him. We're going to see milestones from him that he'll actually achieve while in his sneakers. Okay, so we know the AE2 is going to have some awesome moments. He's going to fulfill the criteria boxes, all right? The rest is up to Adidas. Will they pull off the same marketing plays they did with the AE1? Because when I tell you, they gave us a masterclass in marketing with the AE1, okay? We saw it all over the place. Very clever commercial spots and commercial ideas that we saw, similarly to what we used to see, right, in the 90s and the 2000s. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the AE2. I am not fortunate enough to have it in hand just yet, but I do plan to when I can. And when I can, we can deep dive in that way. But just wanted to talk about it on the surface level and share that conversation with y'all and us have a community conversation about it. Because again, if you follow me, you know I had different tastes, but being a basketball sneaker fan is my foundation. So I hope that I share that with most of you in terms of you caring about basketball sneakers as well. And so y'all let me know, is the AE2 in terms of what you've seen thus far enough to make you want to purchase? Or what do you need to see to make you want that shoe or to make you interested? Okay. Or are you one of the people that you feel like you can appreciate it, but you can appreciate it from afar? Because that's a thing too. I have plenty of shoes that I appreciate from afar. But for me, I plan to get a pair. I'm just interested to see how Adidas will draw us in. So this has been another one from your girl, Q the Queen. I got my pair of my Ja 3s. Super geeked about them. Basketball sneakers right now. They are definitely, they're making a splash in a way that gets me a little excited. 2023, 2024 was kind of like, okay, this is just like a little teaser, and then we're going to go back to not really getting heat. I don't know, the heat keep coming. Basketball sneakers, man, is where I need it to be right now. So, but yes, this has been another one from your girl, Q the Queen. Again, let me know, did y'all cop y'all pairs? Are there basketball sneakers y'all looking forward to? Or colorways that y'all looking forward to? Keep me in the loop, because I'm definitely gonna be chatting about it, continuing to chat about it. So until next time, peace.